Welcome back to another video, another channeled reading. Um, I have the question you versus them in my mind, whether how they view you or what their feelings are, and just overall how they view the connection. How you view the connection, or how you are at the moment and how they are. And I have two piles because I'm going to be a bit more elaborated on the two piles, and I think two to pick from is enough for this reading. You have this small letter and there's nothing written inside, and it says follow your dreams, and then we have the unicorn purse, unicorn world. Okay, so I'll let you pick and I'll see you on your pile. So if this is pile number one, thanks for joining me. The first thing that caught my eye with follow your dreams is that it's either you or them that is a go-getter, is focused on career maybe, but the inside of this card is still there's nothing in it, so maybe somebody feels empty, I don't know, maybe somebody feels as though this is a new chapter in their life, so could resonate, could not. This will be you and this will be your person, so let's see for your cards what you have. Okay, let me see, let me meditate a bit. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like you feel like in this connection, whether you're with them or not, if you're in a relationship, you don't feel valued, or if this was not an amicable separation, then you didn't feel valued in this connection, whether they hurt you with a third party situation, or just overall not giving into the connection like you are or you did. It's just somebody feels just not worthy, not being recognized for their worth, and that can be emotionally draining. So that's what I see from on your side right now. Then we have the next card, the middle one, and it clarifies it that there was a trying time, or is currently. If not, then it's either it's in this time happening, or it's been some time in the past that you're now guarding yourself towards newer connection that could be happening in your life, because you just been hurt, or they just put so many trust issues in you that you don't feel like that, you're just always thinking that somebody's out there to get you, and it will take maybe time to heal from that. I get earth signs, I get fire signs, I get Scorpio and Pisces. I get air signs, Aquarius, Gemini. Those are just it could be any sign. I mean, every sign is like prominent. I feel like, because I don't know, I just get that vibe to it. But like from specific, I feel like the air signs would be Gemini or Aquarius or Scorpio and Pisces, or a Cancer even, and a fire sign, Leo or Sag. There's a bit of earth there too, but I don't have a specific yet on that one. So yeah, you're wary of maybe even if this is a newer connection, then you don't trust this person, and no matter how hard they try to, you only see the negative in them. And I feel like you're at a point where you're just trying to remember who you are, and you're not willing to let your guard down that easy because you don't want to be rushed into anything. And maybe you're being pulled by this person in different directs, but you're not willing to let anybody take you for granted or try and make you feel like you have to do something, or maybe they pressured you into something and you were just like, no, this is where I draw the line, this is where I had enough, I tolerated enough from my person, I just don't want this anymore. And if you're in not communication, I feel like you just have these looming thoughts of, well, they didn't even really care about me, they have taken me for granted, they have taken my pure love for granted. And this is what I'm picking up. So right now you're at this stalemate of trying to heal, maybe, and you're not willing to let anybody put you into situations that you don't want to be in anymore. I feel like you're even maybe at a point in your life where you're just like, when you see a red flag at somebody, you're just like, no, I'm not doing that again. I'm done with that. I've tolerated enough from one person, and I'm not allowing anybody else to ever put me into that situation. And maybe your person hasn't been able to break through you because of that yet, or you haven't allowed them to. Maybe you've blocked them. I hear double block. So maybe you've blocked them on all social media because you didn't want to. For some of you maybe you're just not in communication right now because you feel like it's better for your mental health to focus on yourself and on healing your wounds. Yeah, that's what I get from your side. I don't want to really elaborate on that. I feel like you're on the healing process. Let's see your person side. Okay, so your person or them are in for an awakening. They're getting a reality check. I don't know if it's whether you're because of your coldness or because you cut them off, but I don't feel like they're in a good place as of mentally. They feel like they've been getting their karma served. At least that's what I'm getting. They're trying to leave the past behind, but I feel like it's still if they were an arrogant person, or they are an arrogant person, I feel like they have been through something that's put them in a reality check where whether, or if it's not happened yet, that's what's going to happen, where they're trying to leave the past behind, but you can't just move on from hurting somebody that easy if it's them who hurt you, and they're just in it for an awakening that's going to shock them, maybe give them even a tower moment, I think, because to me when it's time for a reality check, there's mostly like, how could I have been so stupid and not realize that what I was doing was not only harming everyone around me but me also. And I feel like your person is like this has this mindset where they're just like, they've been through their life like, oh well, I've been hurt too, and now it's my time to hurt everyone. Or yeah, I know I'm hurting people right now, but they've hurt me too. And that's not a mindset to go, that's an ugly mindset to go, because you're not going to go far with that. until something gets back at you. And I feel like when that reality time check hits them, it's not going to be as pretty. I want to put a clarifier to what's you versus them. But if you're if you're looking at this reading and asking yourself, well, are they miserable without me? I feel like if they're not now, they will be eventually. They will have a tower moment that, okay, they're trying to leave the past behind, but I don't think that it's going to be that easy. I'm trying to put a clarifier on your person. Okay. It's in reversed also. Yeah, I feel like they will be under a lot of pressures. They are somebody who isn't easy to be who is not easy swayed in a different direct than what they are thinking. They think something is justified because they've been through some stuff, but I feel like no, that's just something that is really damaging if you have those thoughts and those feelings, those harbored in deep inside you, because you're just not letting yourself experience your things. You're trying to justify everything. If you don't try and be like, okay, I'm not trying to feel better, I'm just going to accept my feelings, then you're going to be in tune with your emotions. But that's not what your person is trying to do. They're trying to actually not bend their will. But that's gonna make them crack, I feel like, because if you're willing to not put flexibility and resilience in your life, then you will snap under great pressures, and that's what's going to happen eventually. So I don't know if that's where they are in their life right now. I feel like they wanted to leave it all behind, but something's stopping them. And I feel like it's also this telepathic, communication. Maybe they think about you and you think about them, and that then it's an ongoing cycle, and who's trying to blame who, and that's why they won't be even fully to move on, because they just don't accept the wrong that they did. That's how they feel at this moment. That's what they're thinking about. They're trying to leave the past behind, but it's not going to function that way. They won't be able to escape the damages that may have caused, and they will get their cocky behavior completely cleansed out from them, because in the long run, it's just going to do them damage if they don't accept their feelings. Maybe they try to suppress their feelings, and maybe they've done something that's just not not corresponding with their emotions. I don't know. It doesn't give me specific on if there's going to be change from this energy, but right now they aren't in a good headspace. Whereas you are trying to heal, whereas you know your worth now, and they are just like still in that toxic behavior. So this is more of a pile for those of you who are maybe in separation, or not in communication, or at the verge of breaking up, or trying to figure out your crush, or maybe, but like maybe if it's a newer connection, then somebody's trying to suppress their feelings, and you have so many trust issues that you're not even willing to, you're not going to chase this person, because maybe that's what they're expecting if that's a new connection. Or if it's a past connection, maybe they're expecting that you again do all the work, whereas they just suppress their feelings, and that's just not going to work if that's how they continue. Maybe if they get their reality check, then they're going to understand that this is not how they're supposed to keep going in their life. But for now, this is the energy that I got. That's the most focused. I know. Maybe these energies will change. Don't be saddened by this. It's just an energy pickup. It's a collective read. I hope it resonated, even if it wasn't that nice of a reading. I don't know. That's what I got. See you next time. Okay, pile number 2. If you chose the purse with Unicorn World, there's nothing inside. But you can always fill it with something valuable. And maybe even if it seems like there's nothing inside, maybe your connection is that valuable. I don't know, when I see this purse, I just feel like it has an aloofness to it. It's funny. It's an outgoing thing. I don't know. It's kind of weird when I channel these messages from objects, because everyone might think that I'm just picking up on, I don't know, whatever, but that's just what I'm getting. That's what it's channeling. And it might not resonate with everyone, but somebody might pick something up. And I literally, as I said, pick up. Maybe somebody's going to pick up a purse from you, or you from them. Doesn't have to be in relation with a connection. Anyways, let's see your side. Okay. I get a lot of emotions, deep emotions and sad emotions right off the bat. Earth sign, possible earth sign for now, and fire. Okay, so I feel like you're feeling lost. So as I said, it has deep running emotions, and as you can see here, somebody's clutching their chest. Maybe you're just sometimes so sad that you just put your hand on your heart and you're just like, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Why is this still in my head? Maybe this connection has left you overwhelmed and in a place where you're not in your comfort zone. Maybe this is something that has made you feel like you're out of your element and even ill physically, because sometimes we have so much deep-rooted emotions in us that gets shattered by one thing. And then you're just like left to wonder how to pick up the pieces. That's how strong this connection affected you, I feel like. And right now you feel like you're in a place where you feel as if you're in darkness and you're trying to grasp onto any hope. I don't know why these readings are always so sad and dark. Like, I don't think this is a newer connection, to be honest. I feel like this is something that made you go through hell. you know that they're you know that they're saying that that's the tunnel, that's the light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe you are at a point where you finally can see the light. I hope that that is what's this about. But if it's not, then I feel like you were or are in a situation where you're just feeling like, okay, there's nothing anymore I can do about it, but it's still there in my head and I can't help it, and that's totally normal because that's how you get through things, through feeling them. But I just feel like you right now are just like in a sad, depressed mode, even if I'm being honest. If not, then you're finally coming to realization what it is that you're feeling and coming to terms with it and trying to get out of that and trying to find the light in situations, even if it's been hard maybe for you. There could have been many factors, like why you're not with your person or why it has been so difficult to deal with your person. Maybe you never were really an item, or maybe you accepted the love you think you deserved from them because you didn't want to lose them. But that's what ultimately brought you so much sorrow. You don't regret it though. I don't think you do. And you're just at a point where maybe you've given up you're trying not to think about it, but it's just like you're what am I doing? I'm still thinking about it and I'm trying not to. I did everything and I'm still getting pulled by some memories, or how they could do that to you, or why is my person so cold towards me, or why is my person so selfish. And it's just like these thoughts that can bring somebody to their knees. And I feel like if you're in that, I'm not reading it now, I'm just giving an advice. If you're in that place, that you should maybe take your time to get out more in nature and not spend your time too much trying to figure it out. Just feel your emotions out. It's best if you feel your emotions, even if they're sad ones, so you can deal with them. Don't try to make yourself feel better if you don't feel better. That's what we'll keep trying. We'll try. That's what I'm going to keep saying in these readings, because you have to feel your emotions out no matter how hard they are. And I know maybe you're fed up, maybe you will get angry, but that's just like the grieving stage of losing your connection, maybe, because there are some connections, soulmate, twin flame, whatever you want to call it, that just don't make sense to you, but at the same time it's much more than just a normal connection. I'm gonna look at your person. Okay, I get Cancer and Pisces also as the zodiac signs. Okay, so your person, let's see. Okay, they're trying to balance everything out. Maybe they're trying to find a way to balance your connection out. They feel like they've been through a tough time too, I feel like, with your connection. Or they are going through other stuff too, and the connection, which can be draining also. But they're trying to balance everything out. Yeah, they've been through their up and downs, and maybe they're just trying to find a way to balance things out. And maybe there's been a lack of communication from both of you, and that's what's caused them to look within themselves and just try and keep the balance, whereas you have been through what I can only imagine deep emotional pain. They have gone through their up and downs also, but now they're at the point where just they're trying to balance things out, maybe with you too, and you're just not willing to. Maybe you don't even know that they're trying to patch things up. Maybe it's not in the 3D realm that yet. Maybe it's just like in their thoughts. Also, what I'm getting, maybe you've tried to move on with the light. Maybe you finally tried to move on and almost achieved it, because there are times where we think we're over someone, but then just a random thought pops up and you just start crying your heart out. And maybe it's because your person is energetically putting all their thoughts and intentions that what they're trying to do, and it's just too much for you because you can pick up on that. I don't know if that makes sense to you. To me it does. And now they're just like this, they're emotionally still tied to you, and that's just not something maybe that you can stomach, or that you're trying to get. Maybe you tried even cutting the cord, but it's not working. And now you feel stuck and overwhelmed, whereas they have hope and they're trying to balance things out after everything. And since I'm getting that in your stale energy, it's because you just feel like they've hurt you too much. Maybe they just don't understand what you need. Maybe your love languages were different. Maybe there were addictions in it. Maybe there was a culture difference or a religious difference, because those can happen and those can be really heartbreaking. Maybe an age difference. Maybe one of you was already in a relationship, and those are just sometimes stuff that you can't recover from, because you just keep asking yourself, why do I keep thinking about something that's not possible, yet it's still there. It's like something is trying not to let me move on, and you feel like it has put you in a state of maybe even feeling crazy at times, whereas they've been through up and downs, and they've been through this emotional roller coaster, and they're finally coming to terms that it just needs balance and maybe forgiveness from your part, and they're maybe willing to do that, everything to get your forgiveness. But I feel like they're just in a state of remorse and trying to put a different aspect to it, like they will keep trying, and even though there seems no hope left, because I feel like they know, even if they don't know it consciously, they know subconsciously that something wasn't right with the way they treated you. Yes, I think that's you versus them in this scenario. Wow, okay, that was a heavy reading. And I didn't even need to clarifiers, I just had the cards I pulled. I have an advice if you want to take it. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Don't judge yourself too harshly, and just take your time to maybe meditate and have a bath or read a book, and just let your mind be preoccupied with other things for a while. I'm not saying that you should brush your feelings aside. It's just that maybe it's too emotionally draining for you right now to just, you know what, just take a pause. Say, okay, I'm going to think about it after I relax. Maybe then you have a clearer outlook, because the answer is always within us if you want an answer to a question you have. Okay, pile 2, that was a heavy reading. I hope you're alright. And see you next time, and thank you for watching.